Okay, so this is kind of where I come from. I just got through Woodland, about half a mile outside of it, continuing my journey westward. And I just thought this was kind of a neat place. It's kind of like a little ATV trail. It goes underneath the bridge. And here we are on this bridge. This is just how it looks along my journey. This is like, you know, very common for Noah Road to live. This kind of an area. Noah Road is used to this. After this bridge, it's all uncharted territory or uncharted wilderness for me. Look at this, it's kind of neat. I like this. Real America. Real Americana. Real, boy, can you imagine one of these suckers cave away? That's a little scary, the thought of it. Okay. Trying to give you the experience along with me. You know, why not? You know, you're Noah Road, man. It's about it's about the experience. It's about the journey, you know, and we're kind of prepping for the journey here. Oh, I bet that wind has started. There's a house down there. There's a long little road that goes down there from the main road. The hill up in the distance is actually higher than it appears in the film. It's just kind of a little double wide trail right there too. It's going to get a lot more woodsy than this after this. I'm really heading into the wilderness here. There's no town between here and Clearfield, not that I know of. There's probably a couple of inlets, little small roads, and maybe a house or two dotted along, but for the most part it's going to be, those are two tracks meet, come together. ATVs. Let me see if you can see. Looks like below there. Oh. Alright. And there's the last remaining houses of Woodland. Bridge. And I'm heading on out now. I thought it was kind of fun. I'm glad I found it. No big deal. I know. I'm not saying I deserve 100,000 subscribers, but I think a few people should come around and say hello and be interested in the journey. I mean, you're getting about as real America as you're going to get from me. Most of these more, you know, popular channels, I mean, I'm not saying that they do a lousy job, but they're not as much, they're not raw. They're not as close to the wire, you know. They've got that, I guess you could say, you know how wire has a little bit of rubber around it to keep the electrical current from zapping your hand? Well, they got a real thick layer of rubber around the raw wire, you know. And I don't. I am right on the raw wire, buddy. I am on the highway tightrope. And you're going to get real, raw America, back roads, backwoods, up in the mountains, down in the valleys, and even along the tracks. Pretty cool, man. I really love Pennsylvania. It's been good to me. And the last town I went through, Woodland, you can see on my short, it's kind of a dumpy area, but there's something interesting about a town that has that level of poverty in it, and it's in the middle of nowhere like this. Like, you just don't see it very often unless you're in perhaps West Virginia or Kentucky. out east here. Most little towns like that are fixed up, preppy little towns with tea shops and gift shops. But here in this part of PA, man, it's real, it's raw, it's the way it used to be. It's like a blast from the past. It's like the skeletal remains of the 80s. And that's why I like it. It's like in a lot of other states, a lot of other places, and in other places in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania ain't all like this, but I couldn't walk the railroad tracks like this without getting, you know, cops called on me and stuff. It'd be, you know, very risky. Here, you know, people just kind of roll their eyes and look the other way. That's not always the case, but so far it's been like that. I'm just keeping a check on my time. I don't want this to go too long. Noah Road learned a long time ago. I really don't enjoy Appalachian Trail, places like that. I really don't. It's just too many tourists, too many yuppies, too many snobs, lots of money. It's all about money there, you know. You can't live like this. They're yuppies on a holiday, generally, or they are real talented, starving artist types that are just going out for a year to find themselves, you know, and those kind of, they're snobby in their own way too. I don't fit in with those people. And here, there's nothing to fit into. I just gotta have the jungle either accepts you or rejects you. You know, or in this case, Pennsylvania either rejects you or accepts you. And for some reason, in my case, this backwood part of PA, generally Clearfield and Elk County, it accepts me. And now, isn't that cool? It's kind of like reminiscent of West Virginia or something down there. Yeah, this is definitely back hill country. I like it. And after this, I'm telling you, this is uncharted territory for me. So I'm filming this as a sort of video diary. And I'm going to be heading out into the back. I'm going to be out in the woods pretty far and another couple of miles. Probably about 2 miles, I'll find a spot. I can see one more railroad crossing and it goes into the mountains. 8 minutes, I guess you can go with me a little further. I'm gonna have to charge up my phone here pretty quick. Those battery packs are real lifesavers. I love those suckers. I think recording actually burns more power than anything else. Whew, I'm carrying both of my bags in one hand so I can hold the camera. Whew, all right, here we go. Just trying to give you the experience here. I'm really trying to share my journey and I don't know, I guess honestly express my light. I'm not doing it for any, I mean, of course I got some self-interest, you know, I want to matter a little bit, but outside of a small self-interest of hoping that I could wake up one day and feel like I matter, I really do want to share the light. There is a beautiful view from our hill, the hill of the living souls. And that is what I'm attempting to bring to the lost living souls, or the living souls that might not be lost, but might be very solitary. You can appreciate small snapshots of the journey of another living soul out there. Anyways, I guess I'm probably gonna, oh gosh, I'm still going here. A few more minutes. I always keep my eye out for good natural springs. We're finally getting out of the mine country. In the back there in the last couple of towns, the water was a little polluted because it got mine shafts running underneath the towns. And when they flood out underneath, they kind of ruin the water, you know. But now we're getting away from all of that. We're getting back into the natural. You know, the watercolor is getting really nice again. And chances of me finding a healthy spring is pretty good. You know, let me see if I can get a, you know, close up on. That's more how it looks to me. About that high. Not that, it's more impressive than that. Alright, that's about how it really looks. Okay. Well. Ooh. Okay. I'm going back on the rails like a real sane train. Down, 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 down. I'm sane. I have a brain. I'm a living soul. I'm not insane. Down, 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 down. All right, y'all. I'm gonna shut the camera off here because this is killing my arms to carry. All right, until the next time, Noah Road. Sending you love and good energy from the Living Soul Hill, or up on the hill of the living souls. All right, see you around.